Dietary assessment in nutritional research. In epidemiological research, accurate measurement of exposure is essential. However, it is very difficult to accurately measure the intake of foods and drinks. There are many ways to assess dietary intake. Dietary intake can be assessed in open ended or closed ended surveys. Open ended means that a large amount of dietary information is collected. In close-ended surveys, the dietary information obtained is limited to the provided answering options. The choice of dietary assessment method depends on the research question and the available resources. Here we will discuss three commonly used methods in observational studies, each with their advantages and limitations. Food record. A food record is a dietary assessment method that assesses actual dietary intake via an open ended survey. A participant is asked to record detailed information about the type and amount of foods and beverages consumed over a specific period of time, usually 7 days. The amount of foods and beverages consumed is either estimated in reference to standard household measures, example cup of coffee, spoons of sugar, etc., or measured by using a weighing scale. Also, detailed information about preparation methods, used ingredients, and brand names can be collected. A limitation of using a food record in research is the relatively high burden posed on study participants, since filling out these records takes a lot of time. Also, participants may change their usual eating pattern during the process of monitoring it. 24-hour recall. A 24-hour recall is another example of an open-ended survey that assesses actual dietary intake. In the 24-hour recall, a researcher asked the study participants about their food consumption using standard household portions of the last 24 hours. These are conducted in an in-depth interview setting with the researcher, taking about 20 to 30 minutes and are currently increasingly being conducted using web-based technologies. These recalls are less of a burden for the study participant than a food record. However, the inevitable limitation is that they rely on participants' memory on foods consumed that day. Food frequency questionnaire. And food frequency questionnaire is designed to measure habitual dietary intake over a specific period of time, usually using a reference period of 1 month. Included questions are about how often and how much food is consumed by a study participant during that period. Answering options are pre-specified. Therefore, the food frequency is a close-ended dietary assessment method. Completing an food frequency questionnaire takes an average 30 minutes. These questionnaires are self-administered and thus cost-effective for the researcher. An example of an food frequency question is, how often did you eat bread in the last month? Answering options are never, once a month, 2 to 3 times a month, 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. How much bread did you eat usually on a consumption day? 1 slice, 2 slice, 3 slice, 4 slice, etc. A limitation of using food frequency questionnaires is that these questionnaires are less detailed in measuring dietary intake than food records and also rely on memory, which can result in imprecise measurement. All the above mentioned dietary assessment methods are used in observational studies, with food frequency questions the most frequently used. Thank you.